is Rachel, Crafting Mama Bear. Today's video I will be sharing with you my May 2025 completed pages. So to go over some stats, in my collection I completed 27 physical books. I completed 4 digital images on my new iPad, so I will show you those. I did 0 double page spreads. I did 5 different buddy colors. I worked in 4 of my untouched books in my collection. I still have 3 books in my collection that I need to work in or get rid of. I mean, I've had them in my collection for a really long time and they just don't spark joy to me, so they might get added into the giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. This month I purchased 5 books, and if you saw my May haul video, I did decide to put the Gilmore Girl and the Stitch word search coloring books. I decided to add them to my collection total. So the total number of actual physical books that I have in my collection is 46 books. And I have colored 105 pages in 2025, and I only started counting in March. So not a bad month, not as great as last month, but that's okay. As far as YouTube, I wanted to just say a huge thank you to all of the new subscribers. I've reached 1,600 subscribers right towards the end of May. So hello and thank you to all of the new subscribers. I have seen that the majority of people who are viewing my channel are new, and I just appreciate all of the comments and likes and shares. It really encourages me to keep putting videos out for y'all every month. So yes, I put out 6 videos this month, and I have a goal to put out some shorts. I'm not sure when I'll actually achieve that. Maybe in the fall when my daughter goes to school. But anyways, my daughter and I did a buddy color in a Matchstick Mouse rainy day, and she wanted to record it for you. So I will go ahead and insert that clip of her showing off our pages, and then I will be back with the rest of the flip through.
Hello, me and my mom did a color buddy picture, and it's Matchstick Mouse, and this is the page. For some reason, we did kind of the same thing. I like that she did like blue, just blue on this, and then I did green. I really like that, and I like that we both kind of made our snakes pink. I really like that too. I think they're both super cute.
That's all I did. Thank you. Bye.
And that's all I did, so thank you. Bye.
All right, guys. So she was very uncomfortable and kind of shy during that. So yes, we did that one buddy color in the rainy day, and I have a couple pages that I wanted to share with you guys that I somehow forgot to show you from last month. So in the Matchstick rainy day last month, I did color this page. No, I'm completely wrong. No, this was from May. Sorry. No, I have an Annie Day page that I did in April that I did show you. But no, this is one of my pages from May 7th. And I did a hashtag for M is for May. So all of my pages have something to do with the letter M. So this matchstick is Marching in the Mud. So I used alcohol markers, and that was it. I don't think I used anything special. Yeah, just some alcohol markers. All right, I did another buddy color in the Matchstick Mouse Springtime, And I did it with a lovely subscriber named Chelsea. And here's my completed page. I will pop up her completed page over here. And actually, I did this page with Dahlia from Dahlia's Life in Colors and Chelsea. They both reached out to me to buddy color this page. So I will put both of their pictures right here. And they did a lovely job. Very beautiful. I love Chelsea's pink sky, her background. I thought that was very unique. All right, so for mine, I used alcohol markers and then some of my Spectrum Noir glitter brush pen on all of the flowers. I did have to cheat and Google search this image because I just couldn't tell what all of this was. And then according to some Google images, that was a lake or water, which made sense to me. So yeah, there was that one. I think that was it in that book. Shh. I've got the dogs sleeping right underneath me, and I think the puppy is dreaming right now. Okay, so in Annie Day, this is the one that I didn't share last month, and this was for the hashtag AC Annie Day that, oh my gosh, my brain, Amanda Colors does. So this was my take on that from last month. And then this month I did not participate in the hashtag because I wanted to find something that went along with the M is for May. And I picked this page because Matchstick is in it. And this one I buddy colored again with Chelsea. I will put her image right over here. And I love all the colors that she used. I love that she kind of made it like, it kind of looks like a stormy day with the way that she did her colors, and I really love that. We both used a similar color palette, but yes, she did a beautiful job. Thank you so much, Chelsea, for reaching out to me, and thanks for all of your comments and love on my channel. I appreciate it. This page, I did something a little bit different, and I pulled some of my card making skills in, and I paper pieced some pieces. So this little piece of ribbon, the tablecloth, her shirt, and her apron are all pattern paper that I pulled from my collection, and I glued onto there and added some alcohol marker to add some shadow, and I thought it turned out really good. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different, and since I have the digital form of these books, what I did was I just took a computer paper and set it over, took my pattern paper, I could see through it, so I laid it on the copy paper where I wanted it to be, and then I ran it through my printer, and so it printed with all of the lines and everything already on there, and I just cut it out and adhered it on. It was really quick and easy. So there is my Annie Day. All right, and I had one more buddy color, and we did something in Johanna Basford's Magical Worlds, but I don't know what was going on with me last month, but I forgot to show you the one page that I did in here. It was my first completed page in this book, and I was really excited about it, and somehow I forgot to show you. So here was the page that I did last month for Easter. And yeah, this one, it really kind of, it stumped me. This wouldn't have been the first page that I would have picked. I mean, but I just went along with the Easter theme. So I imagine that this is kind of like a stained glass. That's kind of what I thought. And so I used a stencil in the background for some clouds. I used Distress inks in the background, and I used my Prismacolors on the little bunnies. So nothing too fancy. I thought I would, yeah, try and add some different shading and make the bunnies kind of colorful. And I don't know if it was a hit or a miss, but there was that. All right, so now for this month, this was another buddy color with Dahlia from Dahlia's Life in Color. I will put her picture over here. And this one also went along with my M is for May. I was looking through books, and this one had a moth in it. So she reached out and asked if we could do a buddy color. And yes, and Dahlia, she had mentioned that it was kind of a rough month for her. So send some love out to her and good thoughts. We all have those months. And yeah, thank you so much for getting yours done. And I appreciate the buddy color. And we'll see what we decide to do next month. Or this month, sorry, June. All right, and so in here, I believe this one was for a prompt. Oh yes, this one was for Jamie's prompt. So Jamie with Finding Joy in Color, she put out a birthday color swatch thing. Okay, and so I used the colors from that to color in this image. And I believe I used my Brute Funers on this. Let me... yes, I found Brute Funers, and I've really enjoyed using them in this book. And I also used my gold Signo broad for the gold detail work in here. So yes, I've really been enjoying the Johanna Basford books. So yeah, thank you so much again, Dahlia. I really enjoyed coloring this one. All right, I did another one in Johanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder. And this one was mushrooms. And while I was at it, it looks like I went ahead and did some gold on the stars. I think I decided that I want to add, oh yeah, I went through a lot of the pages because this one has keys, the keys and the doors. And so I think I went through the whole book and I found all of the keys and all of the stars and the doors, and I added gold to all of them throughout the book. Yeah, that was just a random thing. So with this page, originally I thought about just coloring it like a wallpaper, and then the more I looked at it, I was just like, no. So I got some circle templates out from just random stuff that was around the house, and I decided to do a rainbow because that's what my daughter wanted me to do. And so I split the page into little quadrants, and the background color matches the complementary color on the color wheel. So whatever the color across from that color is on the color wheel is what I used for the background behind those images. So, and then for the background, I used my King Art watercolor pencils, yes, on this. And then all the gold details were my Uniball Signo broad. Yeah, that was my first completed page in Rooms of Wonder. The other Johanna Basford book I have is The Small Victories, and I did not get to that book this month. All right, in A Million Cute Animals by Lula Mayo, I had a couple different pages picked out for this one, and I ended up doing The Mice Marching. And let me look through my note real quick. I used a stencil and some distress ink for the background, and I added in some flooring and like a baseboard. I thought that they were kind of marching in a house, and I actually want to try and make this like a double page spread, and this little mouse is following them. So I think I can just go ahead and do the border and the background and everything the same, and then incorporate some of those colors onto this page. But it turned out super duper cute. And let's see here. What was this? A Million Cute Animals. I used, my Derwent Color Soft and some of my Prismacolors on this. I got, I believe it was a 12 pack of Derwent Color Soft from Ross, and I wanted to give them a go. They just didn't have enough colors to really make the page complete, so I added in a few of my Prismacolors. But I really enjoy the opacity of the colors in those pencils. And so yeah, there's another page in that book. In A Million Kawaii Cuties by Lulu Mayo, I did this page because it has a whole bunch of mamas holding on to their babies, and I used my Brute Funer macarons, and I have an 80 pack set of those, and I decided to do all of the kind of mamas and babies in fun pastel colors. And then this looks like it's a daddy bear who's just kind of snooping on everybody, and so he got to be gray because he's kind of like an outlier. I'm not sure why he thinks he needs to be in these flowers looking over all these ladies and their babies while they're trying to sleep. So there's that page. In A Million Sloths by Lulu Mayo. So I touched all three of my Lulu Mayo books this month, which was a personal goal because this was a new book and The Million Cute Animals was a new book from last month. And if you've watched my channel for the last couple months, I hate having untouched books. So once I get them, I want to work in them. So for this one, I picked this page because of the Monstera plant on it. And I used my Prismacolors. I have a 36 count set of Prismacolors, and I really feel like it's a good set. I would really like to get like the 75 set if I could, but anything more than that, I feel like it's just too many pencils, and I don't know. I know that lots of companies make like 100, 200, 500, and that just seems like overkill for me. But so yes, I just did some simple coloring, shading, and I don't really know why I picked the colors that I picked. I just had some fun with it, and I think I added some extra lines and stuff to the pot for the design on there. But this was a fun page to do. All right, now that was all of my non-color by number books that I did. The rest of these books are all in my color by number. And I had mentioned in my May video, my plans for May, that, I set a goal for myself that I wanted to color one page in all of my Disney Hatchet Hero color by number books. And let me tell you, that might have been a bit of a lofty goal for me. So I don't know that I'll be able to maintain that every month, but I did it this month. So we'll see how it goes. All right, this was a new book from last month, the Bob Ross color by number. And I originally thought, I used my acrylic paint pens. That's what I originally thought that I would enjoy using in these to make his pieces like really look like a painted piece of art. But I just don't know. I don't think this paper is really going to hold up super well to it. So I'm going to try my Crayola Super Tips and see how I like it. But it just wasn't my favorite to use my Guangna markers on this paper. But yeah, all I did was the first cover page, but to me, that makes it an untouched book that is now touched, because this actually had the numbers on it. It was taken from one of these beginning pictures, this picture here, and it had all of the information, so I could go and pull the colors and do it. So this is now no longer an untouched book. All right. I don't know that I've shown this book to y'all before, but this was one that was in my collection before I started my channel. And I went through, this is a huge, huge book. I don't even know how many pages are in this. 130. And there are different sections in the book that I marked out. But anyways, I went through the solutions and I found this page to do, because this is a picture of the Mississippi River. And I used, alcohol markers on this one. And I have a set of Ohuhu markers, but I also, for these, really enjoy just using the cheapo alcohol markers. And I have some really old Sharpie Bic Pen and Gear alcohol markers, and so if there's a color in there that will work, then I'll put them on here and try and use them up. So there's that page. I thought it was really fun and super easy to do. Alrighty, I did the Color by Number by Jade Summer. I really love this stained glass, and I went ahead and picked the Manta Ray page. And on this one, I got the pastel set of the shuttle, I believe it was the Shuttle Art alcohol markers with the pastels, because a lot of these colors you can go pastel. And so I tried that, and I wasn't actually able to find enough colors in the pastel set that would work with this particular image. So I used some of the Shuttle Art pastels, and I used some of my Ohuhu alcohol markers on this page. But super cute. I will say, with Color by Numbers, I do appreciate when this page lists out the numbers that are within the picture. Instead of having all of the colors on here, I like being able to look on this page, see all the colors that are going to go into this image, pull my colors, and then work on the image. I feel like it took me twice as long to do this because I was having to search and see what all my colors were. So that would be my only critique about the Color by Number by Jade Summer, is that I wish these pages just listed whatever colors you'll need for this particular image. But I might just be too picky. But alrighty, now we're getting into all of my Disney stuff. So in Disney Villains, I think I did a couple, no, I had one tag to do, but I didn't finish it. Okay, so in this book, I completed this page, and I believe her name is Madame Medusa from The Rescuers Down Under. And let's see, I did my Brute Funers for this page, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like using pencils in this book, but I will say that Thunder Bay Press paper is really, really nice, and the Brute Funers work great on it, and I don't even mind that I can see some of the numbers through it. I still think that it turned out to be a really nice finished image. And I have done alcohol markers in this book, and I mean, it's obviously a much brighter, bold look, but I think I might stick with using the colored pencils. It just seemed a little bit more relaxing, and as far as portability, they're easier to carry around. All right, so these are the start of all of my Hatchet Hero books. So all of these books came from a website called Lyrica. It's a French-based website. And yes, so again, it was a lofty goal for me to set to do a color by number in every single one of them. I'm glad I didn't pick any double page spreads because that would have been a little much. But in my portraits book, I did Marian from Robin Hood. And I used my Guangna and some of my Zabif acrylic pens. And I think she turned out really pretty. I really am enjoying this size color by number book. I just hauled a color by number book with the little dolls. And so I've got a flip through on the channel. It's the same size as this portraits book, and they are also coming out with a mandala color by number book that is also going to be the same size, and I'm really looking forward to it. One, I like that they're not double-sided, so you can use alcohol markers on it if you want. It seems like a pretty slick paper, but it's pretty thick, so I imagine alcohol markers might just kind of soak up into this, and you might run through your alcohol markers pretty quick, but it's a nice option to have that you don't have in any of the larger books that I'm about to show. Okay, so in all of the larger books, I used all of the same materials. So they're my Guangna acrylic markers and my Zabif markers. Alrighty. The one I completed in Princesses was Miriam. She's so feisty and fun, and yes, I love these color by number books. I mean, I think a lot of people look at color by number as like you're not really coloring because it's giving you the colors, but I don't know. I've really, really enjoyed them, and that's what coloring's about, right? So, yes, there is that. I need to take all these and take them to my FedEx store and have them cut down like my other books, so I don't have to deal with these little pages. Okay, so there was that one. I completed in vitro. Okay, I guess this is the only one that I did not do acrylic. I used my Crayola Super Tips in this, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. For some reason, I've had it stuck in my head that I need to use my acrylic markers on all of these books for them to look really good. But the first page that I did in here, it was a nightmare. And I did all of this with the lingual pens, and it just took forever, okay? So, yeah. It turned out beautifully, but also when I'm doing my black line work, I think I need to leave out some of it. Instead of going over all of the lines, it's just kind of a mess. But this is Madame Mim from The Sword and the Stone. So she started with an M, so she got colored this month. I will say there is a Vitro 2 coming out in, I believe, August. And I have looked at some of the images on there, and I'm super excited because they don't have all of the extra line work in the actual image. So I'm looking forward to that one. If you have, I'll pop up a picture of the color by number. It came out, I want to say like a month or two ago, but it's the one with Aladdin and Jasmine on it. I don't think I've seen any videos of people doing completed pages in that, but that is a color by number, but it's not really a mystery. It doesn't have all the extra lines in it, and if you have that book and you enjoy it, let me know, because I'm tempted to get it. I just don't know if there's a different reason why I'm not seeing people coloring in that. But all right, sorry, from the Cats and Felines book, I did, oh no, okay, Mufasa. And this one, okay, this one I did have to pull out some of my grasp markers because I didn't have any like really good deep reds in my, I don't know, 180 of my guangna. So there's his Mufasa, and my daughter and I and my husband watched the live action Mufasa movie finally, and I thought Lion King was one of my favorite movies growing up, and I thought it was really great to kind of tell the backstory of Scar and everything. I will say that I did not enjoy the musicals in it. I thought it was a real miss for the musicals for that movie, but yes. All right, now this is Dogs and Puppies. I believe that's what that translates to. And this is the only mermaid that I did for Mermaid because Ariel is in here. But I believe his name is Max. So he fit with my M is for May. And yes, he was super cute. This was a fun, easy one to color. This one has a mix of the black outline and then some of the non-black outline. And I was tempted to do black outline instead of the brown, but I decided I would do it the way it said and see if I like it or not. And I have mixed feelings. I think I actually would prefer it better if it had the black outlines. It just looks kind of, I don't know, it doesn't look as cohesive because there's so much black outline on him and then she's got little spots. It doesn't feel like it like meshes well. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too anal about it. I don't know. Alrighty. Grand Classiques, Tomb 11. Last month I did a double page spread in here, and this month I did Meilin, or Meili, something, from the Red Panda. My daughter, when this movie came out, loved it. Loved it, loved it. So on this page, I did add my, oh, looks like some of my glitter came over. Okay, I used some of my Deco Art holographic glitter on all of the shiny parts for the little stars. And then on her earrings, I used my my Languo Gold to add a little bit of shimmer there too. So, super cute. Alrighty, and my Best of Pixar book. This was my first completed page in this book because I just got it. And I did Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. I love how just bright and bold this one is. And it was pretty fast to do. I think I took this book and the color palette is pretty minimal. So I was able to just grab all these markers, put them in a little bag, and I took this to the park with me and my daughter. And I was able to get a decent amount done. But yeah, there is Mike. I'm curious to know if you're watching right now, do you like watching people complete these books? Like, do you come here for the Disney color by numbers, or do you come here for the completed pages for all of the other books, the Johanna Basfords and Lula Mayo and all that stuff, or do you just like to see it all? This book, gosh, Best of Babies, I did Mowgli. This was my first Jungle Book page that I have done in these books. And I gotta tell you, it's been a long, long time since I have watched Jungle Book. But it's with the darker skin I feel like I haven't found a good combination of colors yet. With the lighter skins, I've found like my go-to light and dark shade. And Mowgli, I think he's pretty good, but there's a Moana one that I did this month, and it did not hit the mark. Yeah, her skin and the tones that I picked, it was not working. But yes, I may get the Tule Art skin tone because I just didn't have anything that really worked for that. All right, best of Bestiaire. I did Mushu from Mulan. And this one, I really, really, really enjoyed going around all of the details on his robe. I don't know why, it was very meditative and relaxing, and I just really enjoyed it. But yes, I tried to pick, once I realized how many books I now have, I tried to pick more portrait style images for this month and stuff that didn't have a lot going on in the background, so I could make sure that I met my challenge of completing one page a month for these. Alrighty, so here are my portfolios. So I cut down my best of classics, and it is all in one of these books, and I love them. And I have more of these portfolio books to put my other ones in. I just haven't taken them and had them cut down. So in this book, I did Maleficent. And I believe this was the first one that I did for May. But yeah, it was fun. I liked all the colors. Yes. I'm not a huge villains fan, but I think Maleficent might be my favorite villain. What's your favorite villain? Do you have a favorite villain? Alrighty, and this one is portraits. And I did, I don't know why I have a couple different pages marked in here. I did Madame Medusa again. And yeah, she's just kind of fun. And I know somebody that reminds me of her. I don't know if that's really mean to say, but the first time I met her, this is who she reminded me of. But yeah, there she is. Okay, I have 2 more books, and then I will show you my digital images that I did this month. I'm trying not to make this a super duper long video. Okay, Best of Nature. And I left these out of the sleeves so there wouldn't be a huge glare on them for you. All right, I did this one from Atlantis. I believe his name is Milo. If I've seen Atlantis, it was a very, 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 very long time ago. So yeah, I don't recognize him or this scene or anything. So I should probably look into it a little bit more. But yeah, I think I did use some of my my Linguo pens for some of the green, because there were so many different green shades in here that I needed something a bit darker, but I didn't have in my other ones. So yes, this was fun. My Guangna white is, I've learned with buying a whole bunch of different white acrylic, is probably my best at coverage. So I wish that they offered them in different sets, but that's what I found out. Okay, and so Best of Heroines. Who do you think I did in this book? There aren't many princesses that would start with M. So let's see. Oh, it's baby Moana. And I used some more of my DecoArt holographic glitter on the like foam and on the little flower. But yeah, this one, I know that Polynesians have more of a red tone to their skin, but the colors that I had it just looks off. It doesn't look right to me. But yeah, there it is. Little baby Moana. All right, that is it for my physical coloring pages. So I went and bought myself an iPad Air. I've never owned an Apple product before, and so I have wanted an Apple product for a very long time, mostly because I've seen people use Procreate on it. And for the last 6 years, I've done a lot of mandala work, painted mandala work, and I saw somebody use Procreate and they were drawing mandalas with it. And you can't get Procreate on any other type of device besides the iOS. So when it came time for me to get a new tablet, I decided to get this, and I've had a lot of fun. I've been designing some mandalas and having fun with the different brushes. Some of them are a little bit more intricate than others, but it's just been fun to play around with it and try different techniques and see what works and what doesn't. And for stuff like this, I will play around with it before I go to a YouTube video and figure out how people do certain things. So I watched like a very beginner friendly version that taught me about layering and all that, but this was a page that I did from my color by number, and it actually was, I think, faster and easier to do it on my tablet than it is to do it with my markers. One, because you don't have to go over and over and over layers, and I feel like I can be a little bit messier because it's easier to fix my mistakes on here. So I did Lucifer, excuse me. I did a digital page from, what was this one? Comfy Days by Coco Wyo. And this one I had fun because I was using different brushes and adding texture and getting my, my background to have that gradient effect. This page was just a lot of playing around and trying to see what brushes I liked to use, but there was that one that I finished. This was Cozy Canvas by Coloring Book Cafe, and I did this page. And my daughter is started swim lessons this week, so this has been my new thing that I am taking and finishing and working on when she's doing her swim lessons. And then this is a Hatchet Hero book called 50 Cuties, and I did this little Dalmatian page. It was a lot of fun. And, I think another thing that I really enjoy about doing it on the tablet is that you can zoom in as close as you need to. Whoops. And you can hide the number layer once you're all done with everything. Whoops. Still trying to figure it out, sorry. And that one I just finished. This is one of the great things about the digitals, and I have enjoyed taking some of my digitals, especially color by number ones, and putting them into here because it's so easy that I can just drag and drop, and it's still an enjoyable process. It's just not nearly as time consuming. And I mean, I can have a ton of different books right here. So I finished all of these last night. And then it's kind of fun to come in and then you, I kind of liked the inverted colors on this. So yeah, anyways, it's just a lot of fun. If you have Procreate and you play around with any of your coloring pages, and you have any suggestions or little hacks that you know of, please let me know. I'm still just kind of playing around with it. My daughter drew this as a self-portrait of herself. She was having fun. She wants to play with this as much as me. Oh, and she finished this page. We were working together watching some technique videos on how to mask things, and she was having fun with it too. So there are all of those, and I think that was all that I wanted to show for this month. But yes, all right, that is my completed pages. I think that, yes, I got this in under an hour, which I'm super happy about. So yeah, if you enjoyed my monthly coloring, put a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite page. And I really am interested to see if the majority of y'all are like, if you enjoy seeing the color by number books completed, or if you just prefer seeing the non-color by number books. I don't think it's going to change what I color every month, but it might change what I record and show everybody, because if it's not something that people want to see, then I completely get that, and I just won't record them. But yes, alrighty. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy your coloring month, and I will see you hopefully in the next week. I would like to film another video for y'all where you just get to know me a little bit better. So yeah, I will talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.